Welcome back to Atlanta, where the cars are on the first of 3 pace laps just before the start of this last Winston Cup race of the season. Here's the die-hard starting grid. On the pole in the Coors Light Milling Ford at 177.937 is Bill Elliott, number 9 from Dawsonville, Georgia. Outside, Jeff Bodine in the number 11 Budweiser Ford at 176.8. The second row is Ernie Irvin in the Kodak Chevrolet, car number 4. Outside of row number 2 in the Folgers Coffee Ford will be Mark Martin driving car number 6. Row number 3, the guy that's going for the championship, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3 from Kannapolis, North Carolina, Dale Earnhardt. And then Davey Allison, second in points. He'll be driving the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. The fourth row, Michael Waltrip in the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30, looking for his first win of the year. Outside the fourth row will be Alan Kowicki driving the number 7 Hooters Ford. Alan's from Greenfield, Wisconsin. As you look at the rest of the starting lineup, Harry Gant and Dale Jarrett side by side in row number 5, then Sterling Marlin and Kyle Petty. The cars being led, as you can see, down pit road once again. Now, the speed limit on pit road is 55 miles an hour. That's the speed that they must maintain or under in order not to be penalized by the NASCAR officials. We have a great points battle also going on in the rookie standings. Bobby Hamilton and Ted Musgrave, who you saw there in the starting lineup, are separated by only 13 points, and they will decide who will be the Rookie of the Year. The point standings are a factor in the voting that will take place this coming week for Winston Cup Rookie of the Year. 40 cars will start today's race. On the last row, Wally Dolan back in number 90 and Joe Ruttman in car number 75. There is the Winston Cup trophy, and in just a few moments, when Dale Earnhardt takes that green flag and comes around to complete the lap, it will be officially presented. Now let's take a look at the track that they'll be running on this afternoon. It is a little more than 1.5 miles in length. The pole speed was 177.9, and the field is separated by only a little more than 1 second. Taking a look at the track itself, the pits are located only here on the main straightaway. The turns, both the first and second and third and fourth turns, are making up about 3/4 of the racetrack. So you are in a corner a long time on this racetrack. There's the trophy being held up by Chocolate Myers and Richard Childress and the others, and they know that since the race is about to start and Dale is about to take the green flag, that he's going to win that 5th championship. Look at the tremendous crowd on hand here today. The green flag is out, and we are underway with the Hardee's 500. The 5th championship for Dale Earnhardt. It's official.
Okay, the championship's behind us. Let's go racing.
Well, Bill Elliott's doing just that. He got a jump on Jeff Bodine at the drop of the green flag, but look at Davey Allison coming on.
Earnhardt on the low side of the racetrack coming out of turn 4. Bill Elliott has the advantage. Great side-by-side battle there for second position at the line. However, right now it is Mark Martin who has moved into second position, but look at the advantage that Elliott has gained already. Davey Allison looking to the inside of Jeff Bodine in corner number 3, looking for third position. Right behind Davey Allison is Ernie Irvin, who began the season with a win. Dale Earnhardt, meanwhile, is involved in a little bit of traffic.
Earnhardt's on the inside and not going very well at the beginning, Ned.
No, he's not charged, although he charged under Alan Kowicki there and got that position back, but he's not charging to the front like a lot of people expected him to. But I'll tell you, the way Bill Elliott and Mark Martin and Davey Allison are running up there, it's going to be hard to charge to the front. Look at Davey Allison now trying to move up on the Ernie Irvin car. And Irvin trying to get his Chevrolet up there around some of the Fords.
Davey Allison right now running in 5th position, and John Kernan has a comment on pit road.
Well, Bob, in talking with the crew this morning, they said, yeah, Bill Elliott is really, really fast, but only for about 8 laps. They say they're going to hang in it, and once Bill starts to slow down after those 8 laps, they figured they can catch him. They say they're going all out. This is the same car that they won 2 weeks ago at Phoenix. They didn't even plan to run it here, but when they pulled it off the truck and checked it out, Davey said, hey, this is it. They had planned on running 007, but that's no secret agent thing right now, I guess, Bob. Whatever I was trying to say.
Well, Davey right now watches a good battle just ahead of him for third position as Ernie Irvin in car number 4 and Jeff Bodine in number 11 go at it wheel to wheel. Irvin grabs the slight advantage coming out of turn number 2, and Allison moves down alongside Jeff Bodine.
Jeff Bodine seems to have a little bit of a problem keeping his car down in the turns. The Budweiser Ford number 11 going a little high. That leaves an opening down there for both Ernie Irvin and Davey Allison to get by.
Then we said at the beginning we thought we was going to see a great race, and so far these fellas are really going at it.
Earnhardt back in 7th position behind Michael Waltrip, and Dr. Jerry Punch has a report on pit road.
Gentlemen, Dale Earnhardt has dropped back a couple of spots at the beginning of the race. I just spoke with the crew. They said that they think the car is a little bit tight. These are the tires they qualified on. The car was a little tight for qualifying. According to the forecast, they were expecting it to be a little bit warmer today, although I can't believe you could have any prettier day for racing at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Earnhardt finding a tight race car, and that should rectify itself in about 10 laps. Back upstairs.
Yeah, maybe a little cooler than forecast, and maybe even a little more sunny, because they had predicted showers for Sunday a couple of days ago, but now they say the showers, if they arrive at all today, it won't be until quite late this evening. So we have an afternoon of excitement in store for you in the 29th race of the Winston Cup season.
Fellas, I've been watching Kyle Petty in the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. When he's going through turns 3 and 4, he's been having some trouble. Now, he's by himself this time. He's been in there with some other cars. Let's see how he negotiates the turn this time. Well, he looks pretty good this time around, but the last 2 or 3 times around, he has been sideways through that turn. Maybe he's got it squared away now.
He's in 15th position, Kyle Petty.
Of course, he'll have a new crew chief next year. Robin Pemberton will be the crew chief on that car, and Gary Nelson will leave to go to work for NASCAR.
He will become the technical director for NASCAR. Now we see Mark Martin closing in on Bill Elliott. So perhaps what John Kernan said earlier about Elliott running fast only for about 8 laps, this will complete lap number 10. But Mark Martin is certainly closing in on Bill. And John Kernan can tell us about the situation regarding Kyle Petty. John?
Well, Bob, Kyle has radioed in and told Gary Nelson that the car is pushing just a bit on him right now. Gary says they anticipated the temperatures to be just a little bit cooler than they are. It's a little bit warm right down here on the track surface. They say it's nothing they can't live with for right now, and they should be able to adjust it at the first stop.
Well, we mentioned in our track description that about 3/4 of this racetrack is corner, and boy, you got to have a handling race car to get around here well.
Each corner is a half mile in length, and each straightaway only a quarter mile. But the problem is that half mile, as you come off the corner, you really, truly, you're halfway down the straightaway before you really can lean back and relax. So you're right, about 3/4 of the race is spent in a strain.
Now, to figure that out, it really would be 2/3. Half a mile each turn and a half a mile straightaway, a mile and a half track. Just get the record straight.
Okay.
He's correcting our math now, Bob.
Mine.
Well, I thought since it's early in the race, we better get that straight before we got too deep into this. But it is. There's a tremendous physical strain on the drivers and on the chassis of the car. And test everything.
Elliott continues to lead with Mark Martin in 2nd position. We'll show you the top 10 here as we have completed now 10 laps of this 328 lap event. Ernie Irvin 3rd, Davey Allison 4th, and Jeff Bodine running in 5th position, 6 through 10. Michael Waltrip, then Earnhardt, Alan Kowicki, Harry Gant, and Sterling Marlin. Today, ESPN is presenting the Right Guard Halfway Challenge. The driver leading at the halfway lap will win a $10,000 reward from Right Guard Sports Stick Antiperspirant. You will have a chance to win a Pontiac Grand Prix SE. To enter, call 1-900-737-1100 before the halfway lap. If your entry is selected and you're called at home, you'll win that Pontiac Grand Prix SE. Dale Earnhardt has won the Winston Cup Championship. The race goes on, and we'll be right back.